Welcome to Flick Tactics Week 3 updates. This is Bilal, aka Programmer Cheema, and the additions and changes for this week are from Rockley, who added really good main menu music, and there are also a bunch of UI and action sounds which really sounds cool, and you can hear them right now. Justin Chin added two more maps and changed unit setup. Of course, it's work in progress because the map editor is not completed, as well as there is no campaign and mission setup that is yet to be done. And then Jonathan added global game options, basically two options, the sound effect toggle and the background music toggle. And I've done like bunch of stuff, but I will just name a few. Basically, the big ones are world map UI and start screen is really good now. And then there is much better unit movement and unit selection and things like that. So yeah, a lot of things are done, and this week really good, really amazing stuff done. So it's time to check out the game and the changes that we did. When I start the game, it says touch or click anywhere to begin. This is so that the sound effects and BGM everything runs fine. And now if I just click anywhere, see, it runs pretty decent. And there's the world map at the background, and there are four options now: play campaign, play versus my, and you can also hear the UI sounds made by Rockley, right? Really good. And there's the transition as well, really cool transition. Let me just play campaign because there is nothing in the other two. So yeah, there it is. There's the world map, and now if I just click, see, this is how the game will focus on the mission. And there's also the background sound. Let me just turn it off. All right. This is the world map, and this is how it will show. This is the flag, and this is the mission. If there is one mission, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. The game consists of total 11 missions, and that's how it will be. It's all done, and world map is done, but there's the dialogue setup that will happen like below the world map, like bottom half. The dialogues will display. As you can see, the buildings are now animating, very little animation. The windows are opening and closing. It feels really nice. At least that feels good to me. And then there is the other buildings, and there is the menu, which is work in progress. And I can now click the stuff right now. It's not the best, but it works. And of course, I cannot click the enemy units. I can only click my own units. And yeah, I can click through this panel, which is not the right thing. If yeah, this is something to be fixed. And yeah, you can click, and then you can also move. Now if I see, this is the new method, and this is how it will move. Now if I click, for instance, here, see, it moves tile to tile now, not directly to the tile where we click, and that's really nice. And now if I go to overview button or like hover over it, see, it zooms pretty fine now. I Q, and yeah, it works fine for all the dimensions. For instance, right now, or even for mobile, it works fine. It's not like in the real center. It's like on the top center, which is fine. I think it works. I've changed the next week panel now. It's a little different compared to what I used to do before, basically just a simple list. Now there are 4 different categories: code at the top left, art at the top right, and there's at the bottom left design, which is of course nothing for now. And then at the bottom right there is the audio stuff. Dialogue system, gameplay overview, stats display. Basically when there's the overview or zoom button, when you hover over it and the entire map shows. You can also see the objective and the number of turns, and which one is active right now, and a few more things. There is also the unit path finding. We have implemented it, but there's no A star algorithm. I think A star is better, and I just did like custom stuff. All right. And then also the enemy movement AI. yeah, time to develop the enemy as well. For the art, we have the mech animations, move and attack, basically 16 by 16 2-frame animation, and nothing much. And attack is basically what? Recoiling, when someone attacks, the gun recoils. And then there is the Zareem standing character art with some facial expressions. You can see at the top right there is an art with 8 expressions, and I think we are going to go similar to that. And then there is the generic soldier character face art only. For the audio, there is world map music, and I think Rockley is gonna make it. Yeah, he actually told me he will do it. Thank you for the contributions and for watching the updates. If you wanna contribute in Flick Tactics game, you can join Team Flick Tactics on Slack.